everyone. Welcome back to Life Spice, the show that aims to put a little spice into your life. I'm here with Mari, and if you've noticed, we are still missing the other co-host. Let's show a little snap of where Wango is in the world right now. Wango, where are you?
Wango.
Where in the world is Wango? Well, all right, okay. Apparently the photo is coming up a little later. Who we have on the show is actually a guest we've had before. We enjoyed the episode with her so much that we asked her to come back on to share a little more about her life and about her advice. This is Kimmy Liu, the life coach. Let's do a little recap of that first episode.
Yeah. Okay, so I met this girl 2 years ago in a job here in the Philippines. We were both modeling, and she was a very, very positive girl, and I was wondering, what does she do? And then I figured it out, she's a life coach. So welcome to the show, Kimmy.
Wango is finally ready. I think he had to send it via email, he was just too busy. So, okay, here's the photo of Wango right now.
No.
Look at him. All right, okay, Wangs, we get it. It's time to come home.
I'm so jealous. Seriously, I want to travel so badly, really.
Okay, hi Kimmy, welcome back to the show.
I'm back.
Yes, and this is going to be a pretty interesting episode. It's not your typical question answer from us to Kimmy. We actually have a bowl over here.
We got some questions from, via email and from the production. So thank you so much for sending, and keep on doing it. And we will be asking you today.
Yes.
Okay, scary.
Okay, so I guess we should just take turns, kind of throwing the questions out there. Okay,
sure.
Would you like to start, Mari?
Let me be the first.
Yeah.
So, I have a really close friend who is spreading malicious rumors about me. Problem is, I work with her. What should I do?
Malicious rumors. What do they mean? What do you think they mean about that?
Well, I guess
like
Anything
destroying that person?
obviously something affecting the reputation.
Right. Well, first of all, maybe you can talk to that person and ask, like, why are you doing this? What's the reason? Also, if it's true or not, I guess, is another question. If it's true, then that person has to face it. If it's not true, then that person has to talk to that other coworker and deal with it that way. Yeah.
How much of you should be affected, though, by what people say? I mean, they always say, right, that, a lion doesn't count the opinions of sheep.
Well, if it hurts and it's affecting your career and I guess your output in your job, then you're affected already. But if it doesn't really matter, it's just like hearsay and all that, then it shouldn't affect you so much. So it really depends on how malicious it is and how true it is and how much it's destroying your work output if it's in the workplace.
Yeah, it's hard, even especially for teenagers, when they are in high school. There are a lot of gossip, and it's hard to not be affected by whatever people say. So, do you have any tips or mantras like the one you taught me before that they can do every day to help them not being affected what people talks about?
Yeah. Well, I would always say love yourself a lot, and maybe I would be saying that a lot with these questions. Love yourself first and foremost. And when you love yourself, then you know who you are. And when you know who you are, even gossip or malicious news comes your way, you know who you are. So you become confident with what you can do or how you really are as a person.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. Okay. This one. All right. This is quite common these days, I think. I have nothing to be sad about. And to other people, my life looks perfect. But I wake up every day sad. What's wrong?
Well, I would always say it's really the little things that count. You need to learn how to be grateful for even the littlest things. Like when you wake up, you're sad right away. But you can actually shift that thought into, okay, at least today I'm alive and I woke up. I mean, that simple thought of shifting your mind, it's really rewiring your brain. That's what I teach actually, learning how to think positively. So it takes time. It's not overnight. It will take a while. So for that person who wakes up sad every day, then they kind of have to change their words and even the tone of their voice. They can say, I woke up today. But I mean, that's really a negative tone. But if they say, I woke up today, and then with a smile, then it's immediately better.
So by your experience, how long does it take for a person to change from negative to positive?
It's how much they want it. If they want it right now, then immediately, like in a snap of a finger, then they're there. But then if they're just easing into it, the idea of it, then it can take a while. Well, I have 6 sessions. So on their 6th session, they're totally, like they're feeling better already.
What are your thoughts on medication for clinical depression?
I would actually want to remove that. Some people come to me and they take medication, and then I ask them to ask their doctor if they can try to get out of it little by little, and then after our sessions, then they actually get off it, because I believe that whenever you take it, you actually question yourself even more. Because when you take it, you'll say, okay, I'm feeling fine, I'm happy. And then after a while, when you're feeling okay, you'll start questioning, am I really okay, or is it just the medication? So you are doubly depressed about that. So I would suggest you get off it, and then we try the natural process of being happy.
And have you had any patient that would do the treatment with you, would be healed, and then would come back years after or months after with the same problem?
Not the same problem, but then they would have other problems, and I would tell them, well, you already know how to deal with it, right? I gave you the tools. So sometimes they just need a reminder, so I just remind them that, oh my gosh, yes, I have to just list down things. Yes, I have to change my mindset about it, or yes, I just need to breathe. As simple as that. So I'm a reminder. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the next question. I'm in a loveless marriage. I want to leave, but I have a children. What do I do?
Loveless.
Yes.
There's no love anymore. Oh, my parents would answer that better. Although, I would say don't stay just because of the children. It would be better if you're okay yourself. Like, that's more important.
But can you reprogram your brain in a way that you would start loving that person again? Because sometimes you get hurt so many times and you block that person. You don't even want to try anymore. But can you change that situation through?
Sure, of course. My parents have helped a lot of couples go back together, mainly because they just remind themselves of why they were in love in the first place. So you ask yourself, why was I in love again with this person? And then you try to make that come out again during the relationship. And then you'll find yourself, oh, it's still there. Or if it's gone, then maybe I can get it back somehow. So you can go through counseling if you're married. There are also family counseling seminars that you can attend. So if you're more open and you're more hopeful, then seek help. Why not? It won't hurt.
Yeah. I'm just curious when it would be a situation where your parents or you would say it's best to separate.
Well, for me, at least, it's when there's physical hurting, or another party has like is into maybe drugs or alcoholism, that it can't be cured right away. Then it's best to give yourself time first, or space, as they say. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. Okay.
That's a long one. It looks like a long one.
How do people stop hating and be more positive? We hear that a lot. Don't hate, stop hating. But is it that easy? How does one do it?
Well, that that line actually, don't hate, it's making you hate more. Don't
How
hate.
so?
Because, like, for example, if I tell you, don't think of a blue elephant,
You're right.
you start thinking about a
We
blue
just thought
elephant,
about
right?
it, yeah.
Don't hate. You start hating. You start thinking of things that you hate, people that you hate right away. So why don't you start by saying, like, changing your words and saying, start loving. And then immediately you'll think of, okay, what is there to love? Okay, so it really, well, it starts with the words that you say, how you think as well, because it really programs all of the cells in your body. Immediately, like, it's automatic. Like, for example, if do you eat green mangoes?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
you
love
don't.
it.
Okay, all right. Maybe with Kat, I can do this
Okay.
exercise because I always do this actually, just to prove to them how powerful your mind is. So you eat green mangoes.
Yes.
Okay. What do you like dipping it on? In?
Oh, like soy sauce with a little bit of sugar, or bagoong.
Bagoong. Is
or
it spicy, sweet and spicy, sweet?
Sweet spicy.
Sweet,
definitely,
spicy.
yeah.
Okay, so imagine that you're
Okay.
getting and then eating and tasting. What does it taste like?
Yeah, sour. In
Sour?
fact, to the point that my mouth started to water.
Okay, all right.
Just
okay.
thinking about it.
All right, but there's no green mangoes here.
Yes.
Right? It's just in your mind. You're just imagining. But immediately your entire body reacted to it right away. Like, it's automatic. You didn't say, okay, you need to start salivating because I am thinking of green mangoes. Right? So immediately if you say, okay, start loving, immediately your entire body starts to love. So that's how you program your mind.
So when
Yeah.
When you are in the middle of a bad situation, someone has done something bad to you, your advice would be to the person, just stop and start to think about love.
Perhaps, or stop and just breathe and think about it first before you actually utter, like, ugly words or negative words. Like, stop first and then think about it, and then you can maybe process with the person. Yeah.
I've heard that about, like, just couple fightings and stuff. It's focused on the present situation, because what happens oftentimes with couples is that you bring up things from the past, but you did this last time, and instead of, like, keeping tabs, focus on what's the issue now and word yourself towards that.
Yeah, I guess pausing would be nice and just thinking about it. Although some people would say, but I'm really angry, like, I really want to shout. Go ahead, go for it. I think it's also very healthy to feel it, to feel that anger and put it out there. Just so also the other person knows that, oh my gosh, this person is really angry right now. Just so they also become aware of it. So it's okay. Yeah, the processing though is the important part after the anger. So there.
Okay, let me go for the next question.
How are you doing?
Good. Fired up.
Okay, so how do you get rid of toxic friends the right way?
Toxic friends, like maybe negative friends?
Yes.
I think so. You feel that energy sometimes with certain people. Like you know how it is. Like you leave a time with someone and you feel drained rather than energized.
Yeah, I do have a friend, in fact, like that. And we are not super close, but I can spend the whole day with her. I would spend only in the morning because, we get drained.
They're tiring, yes. Well, Reiki would help with that one. Balancing the energy of that person. Although if you already know that this person isn't very positive, I guess, try to also understand where that person is coming from. Like, what's the background of that person? Maybe she's going or he's going through something. So it's easier for you to deal with that person knowing the history behind all of it. If you love that friend, then you can help that friend. Maybe talk about it with her or teach her to become more positive. If you don't know anything about that girl and you don't want to deal with it, then just stay away. It's the easiest, really. So it depends on your love for that person, how much you would want to help. Okay, yeah.
And if it's a family member,
If it's a family, I think you really need to help.
you're stuck with them. It's like, oh, shucks.
You really need to help.
You have no choice.
Yeah. So love, keep loving, I guess, is the best advice for that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Next question. Ken.
Next question. What's this one? Oh, wow. Okay. The love of my life married someone else. Will I ever get over her? And will I ever be happy again?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Who?
I hope so. Just kidding. You will, yes, you will. I am very hopeful and very positive that you can get over a heartbreak. Of course, it's a lot more about really loving yourself, so that you're complete. Like even if you're just alone,
Right.
Okay, it doesn't mean you'll be alone forever. That means only you'll become more lovable.
Right. Have you
Yeah.
ever read the book The Missing Piece Meets the Big O?
Ooh, I haven't.
It's a children's book, but that's exactly the message, and it's such a beautiful little book. But my question would be: do you believe in soulmates?
My gosh, yes, and it doesn't have to be girl and boy soulmates. It could be girl to girl or boy to boy. So yes, I do. Like you're just totally connected to that person. That's my belief.
So if this person, let's say, believed in a soulmate and thought this girl was the one, what would you do to help?
Oh my gosh. Maybe I would say, maybe you're not soulmates. No, maybe you're not soulmates because you didn't end up together. Maybe, perhaps. Sometimes you're just so in love with the idea of, oh my gosh, this person is my soulmate. So you grab onto that thought so much that when you grab onto it and it doesn't happen, then your heart breaks so much. So this is when people say, don't be so attached. Okay? Because when you kind of like let go, then it's easier for you to move forward with your life. So there. So don't be too attached. Don't be too attached to all of these thoughts that are given to us by society, by people around us. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Next question. Okay. So for someone who wants to go out on their own, business, freelance, anything, are there signifiers? Sorry, that it says a person is ready to go out on their own?
Well, I did that, and I'm doing it right now. I try to balance 10 jobs. It's all a matter of, I guess, how passionate you are about what you're about to do. If you're totally passionate about it, then you don't care if you're gonna earn or not, but you just want to do what you love doing and you're happy with it. So if you found that passion, then go for it already. Like, what's the worst thing that could happen?
But how do you sustain yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's no money.
Well, with me, I try to balance a lot of these jobs. So maybe they can try to, well, the freelancers can like push. It's really pushing the envelope for each one of them to try their best to do it. Some people keep their jobs and then try to do their passion on the side. So that's also a good idea. I think that's a more practical idea. But it depends on the personality as well.
Because eventually, if you choose something and you won't have money, how can you?
Yeah, how can you? Yes, you won't be happy.
As well.
You won't be happy. It's very true. It's very real that if you can't sustain yourself, then you also won't be happy. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
Next question.
Next question. Okay. Oh, well, actually, it kind of got answered already. Hate my job, but need the money.
Oh, okay.
What should I do? It's kind
Yeah, so yeah, try to look for something in the side, I guess.
But can you teach them how to program their brain to be happier at their job as well?
It can be as well, yes. First of all, I would tell them, well, you have a job. Other people don't have jobs. So you need to be grateful that you have one already. Number two, maybe you can create that kind of environment that you would like to have in the office or whatever. Like for example, like I do HR consultancy as well. So we actually have a jar each time we have our general meeting, and I ask everyone to put something they're grateful for in the jar, and then we say it out loud. So it creates that kind of positive environment, and it helps. It has helped a lot as well. So you can create those little exercises at work, like going out also with your workmates, having some field trip or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Become more creative.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's long.
Yeah. So for artists who have found themselves in corporate jobs, do they have to give up the corporate life, or can an artist be happy in a corporate setting?
I think that's quite similar.
Yes.
Somehow.
To have the same kind of issues from our viewers. It's nice to know what kind of people you guys are.
Yeah, so we have artists. Well, just the same, you need to sustain yourself. So you kind of need to keep that job. But in that job, you can actually create a more positive environment. And then on top of that, you can have other things on the side. And eventually, when you think you can sustain yourself already with your passion, then go for it already.
How important is creativity to happiness?
I think it's very important. You need to be innovative and also curious on how you can make yourself happier. It's a process. People actually ask me, do you ever get sad, or do you ever get mad? Do you ever become negative? And I would actually answer, yes. I actually cry a lot. I get sad. It's a natural thing for a person to do, but you can snap out of it actually and do all of these exercises that I teach, like becoming more grateful, breathing exercises, processing your problems.
So it's like for you, it's easier to get out of the sadness, the crying.
Right, yeah. So you go back to it every now and then. It's just a matter of how you deal with it and how educated you are on actually snapping out of it. So that's really what a life coach is there for.
What about for insecure girls? Because you know, today you have that image and everyone want to grow up like that. So what would you tell the girls that don't look like they're in the magazine cover, and how they can become more secure of themselves?
Well, you also get that a lot from the environment you're in. So I would like to tell everyone out there to just love each and every person as they are. It would help a lot of maybe depressed or sad boys and girls. And also for them, again, I would go back to self-love, loving maybe their own talents, their own gifts, whatever they can do best with themselves, then go for it, go do it. So it would be easier. Yeah.
Okay. Next question, Kat.
Okay. Okay. My husband no longer finds me attractive. I suspect he is cheating on me. What can I do?
Oh my gosh. Well, first find out if you really are getting cheated on.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think that's a really big problem.
Okay.
But if he isn't, then of course you need to start dressing yourself up if that's the problem.
Is that something that
also
you should do for him, or something you should do for yourself?
For
Okay.
yourself, and then it transcends. Also, like when you're loving yourself, it transcends to other people. So do it for yourself first, and then see the results afterwards. Yeah.
I have a side story just to kind of
go.
share. No, my mom used to own fitness gyms, and
Okay.
she said that one of the things that was quite common is that married couples would come, or one of them would come,
Yeah.
and would complain that the partner would sabotage their fitness routine or their goal to get healthy, almost in an insecurity that they didn't want their husband or their wife becoming attractive, because if you become attractive,
really?
yeah,
Right.
it's like you'll be attractive to other people.
I heard people saying that. I heard girls saying, no, I don't want my boyfriend to work out because, you know, he might cheat on me when he's hot.
Okay.
But I think that's a lot of insecurity from the partner.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
that's insecurity from the partner. You want your partner to become the best of himself or herself, right? So you need to support. And also, you become the best of you as well. Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let your partner work out.
Let me see the next question. I'm surrounded by negativity at work. I like my job, but I hate the people I work with. What do I do?
I like my job, but I hate the people. It's very common and very similar to the other questions. Wow, that's kind of tough if you don't like the people you work with, right?
I have a friend, she actually hates her boss.
But likes the job.
But she loves the job. And she goes through a very tough time.
Maybe, well, self-check again. Like, how much do I love this job for me to stay here and to be with these people? Because that's a lot of... the environment plays a lot in your life, and how toxic is it for you. But if you can handle it and you love the job so much, then stay because you love it and you excel in it. So that's really for you. The other people, parang I don't really know.
Or maybe try to find a job that's similar but with better people.
Better people. Although that's also tough because everywhere there's always a problem. There's always other people that don't like you or you don't like. So you kind of just have to be able to balance it very well. That, okay, I love my job, but then I don't like you. Let's see where we can get a common ground here. Okay. So it's more of finding a common ground, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we will always find something bad somewhere, right?
Yeah.
We have to educate ourselves to see the good side.
Yes, yeah. Perhaps that person is good at the job they're doing as well. So why don't you ask help from that person with what they're good at, and then eventually become partners, or I don't know. Just
okay. Well, that was actually our last question.
Is it?
Yeah,
Wow.
but before we go, I know you have a special project you'd like to share with us. You talked about it a bit in our last episode, and we didn't have time.
Yes. Well, now we have time.
Yes, so
and I actually have it here. Okay. So this is the Grateful jar. Ta-da! Okay, I will tell you about it. I will open it.
It's like a present.
Yes, it's like a present. It started out last year, just last year. The year before, I actually sent it as gifts to my friends, but I just collected like random jars, and then I got Post-its from the bookstore, and then I put it in a bag. It wasn't in a box. Okay. And then they loved it so much, and they told me about it, and I said, okay, why don't I just make it into a product?
Now I'm super curious.
Yeah, okay. So here, there's a jar inside. Okay, there. And then there are pieces of paper, and you're supposed to write something you're grateful for every single day of the year. And then you put it, and then you open it up, and then you have a collection of grateful snippets of your life.
Oh, how nice.
In a year.
Okay.
So actually it says here, by owning this jar, you're helping the Philippine School for the Deaf in Pasay City.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I have a volunteer group that's helping them.
Yes.
So I made it a charity thing as well.
Oh, how nice.
So there are steps. Step 1, 2, 3. So step 1, on the colored paper, write down what you are grateful for. Step 2, roll it up and put it in the jar. Step 3, open up the pieces of paper at the end of the year. Step 4, repeat process yearly.
Wow. So how does it change someone's life?
Well, for others, they actually do it as a family.
I was going to say, that sounds like such a great thing to do with kids.
Yes. I have a godson who actually, like one time, he wrote circles. So I'm grateful for circles. So it's really cute. We also do this in the office as well. You can do it alone or with your husband or wife.
How do people get the jar?
You need to order from me directly, and then we can have it delivered anywhere in the Philippines.
Nice. How much do they cost?
This is 350. So 50 pesos goes to the school for the deaf.
Nice.
Yeah, each jar.
All
So
right.
can you tell them your website, your Instagram, where can
okay.
they find you and
Yes.
find the jar?
Yep.
Yeah, so the jar is Grateful Jar PH. So that's the Instagram.
Just one word?
Yeah, Grateful Jar PH.
Okay.
We also have a Facebook account, so you can go there and look for this one. Although everything is also on my account, so
Your website would have the details too.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Fun.
easy. Yeah.
Thank you so much for
And this is
coming
for you
again.
guys,
Oh,
so
thank
that you
you.
have it. Share
Thank
it with
you. So we have
Wango
the
as
Life
well.
Spicy.
Yes, the Life
And
Spicy.
Grateful Jar.
Yes, you do.
The NMF TV Grateful Jar. All the
Yes. So all of the hosts can actually put something they're grateful for there. And at the
thank
end.
you so much, Kimmy.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
coming again
Thank
in the
you.
show.
Thank you.
Thank you so
And
much.
thank you guys for watching. If you haven't followed us yet, we are sure that you want to follow because we want to hear your questions for the next episode. So it's Life Spice TV, Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. And we see you guys next week. So send your questions.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.